Hello friend, Zorin OS 18 has just been released, and in the next few minutes, I will show you the easiest way to install it properly. Whether you want to test it safely in a VirtualBox or install it directly in a physical hardware, I will cover it all. You pick your path and use the timestamps in the description to jump exactly where you need. So without further ado, let's begin. Our first step in this process is to download the Zorin OS 18 Core Edition installation ISO. So, go to zorin.com and click the blue colored download button. This will take you to the Zorin OS's main download page. There you will see 4 editions: Zorin OS Pro, which costs around $48 and comes with extra features and support. Then Zorin OS Core Edition, completely free and the best choice for everyday users. So we will be installing this one today. Next is Zorin OS Education Edition, made for students, schools and universities. And finally, Zorin OS Lite, perfect for old, low-resource computers. Okay, now come back to Core Edition and click on Download. It will ask you to provide your email address and subscribe to Zorin OS's newsletter. But you can skip this and proceed to the ISO download. The file is about 3 GB, so give it few minutes to download. If you want to test Zorin OS 18 without touching your current system, use VirtualBox. Open VirtualBox and click New. First name your virtual machine. I will call it Zorin 18 VM. Leave the virtual machine folder as default. Select your downloaded ISO from the drop-down menu. Then jump to Specify Virtual Hardware and allocate resources. To get the best results, you can give half of your system's resources. Next is Specify Virtual Hard Disk. Here you leave everything as default, but increase the hard disk space to at least 50 GB if you plan to install apps and games. Then click Finish and your VM is ready. Now click Start to boot it. If you are ready to install Zorin OS 18 on a real hardware, you will need a bootable USB or flash drive. I recommend using Ventoy because it is simple and reusable. So open Ventoy. Your USB drive will be automatically detected. Just re-verify it and click Install. Once done, just copy-paste the Zorin OS ISO onto the USB drive. That's it. Now restart your PC and boot from the USB drive through your BIOS boot menu at Startup. Usually it will be one of the function key or the delete button. If you are using VirtualBox, you will see Zorin boot screen immediately. But if you are installing Zorin OS through Ventoy bootable USB, then first you have to select the operating system and then boot in normal mode. In the Zorin boot screen, you will see 3 options. 1. Try or install Zorin OS, which is recommended for most users. 2. Safe graphics mode. Use this if you are having display issues. And 3. Try or install with NVIDIA drivers. Only use this if you have an NVIDIA graphic card. Select the appropriate option and then press Enter. The installer will then do a file system check, but you can skip this by pressing Ctrl+C, and then it will load the installer. Like all Ubuntu based distros, Zorin OS also uses the Ubiquity installer, and on its welcome screen, you will see 3 options. On the left side, there is language selection. In the center is Try Zorin OS to test Zorin OS 18 before installing. And on the right side, there is Install Zorin OS to start the installation process immediately. So, if you want to explore Zorin OS first, then click Try or quit the welcome screen. Otherwise, click Install to begin installation. If you choose Try Zorin OS, then it will launch the live environment, where you can browse the internet, change desktop layouts, themes and all sorts of things. And to start the installation process again, All you have to do is launch the installer in the top left. In the installation process, the first thing to do is choose your preferred language from the list. The language you select here will become your system's default language. Mine is English, so I will go with that and continue. Next, select your preferred keyboard layout. I have an English layout keyboard, so American English is good for me. But if you are unsure, click Detect Keyboard Layout and it will ask you to press a few keys, follow the prompts, and it will detect your keyboard layout automatically. In Updates and Software, the first two options are pre-selected. First one is Download updates while installing. Keep this checked if you want a fully up-to-date system upon installation. And the second one is Install third-party software and drivers. Keep this checked for better hardware support. The final and third option is the Zorin OS Census. So if you want to support Zorin OS with anonymous usage data, leave it unchecked. But if you do not want to share your data, select or check the box. In the installation type section, the default first option, Erase disk and install Zorin OS, is the best choice for beginners. It will auto-partition everything. For VirtualBox users, this only erases the virtual disk. Your real system is completely safe. But for physical installation, double-check the drive you are selecting because this will erase everything on it. If you are dual booting or want custom partition, choose something else. But for most users, automatic partition works perfectly. Additionally, if you prefer to encrypt your disk or use logical volume management, then you will get it in the advanced features. Then click Install Now and the installer will create a swap and a boot partition automatically and you can continue. Then the installer should automatically detect your location and time zone. But if it is wrong, you can change it either by selecting a place on the map or by typing the name of your location in the search bar. The final step is configuring your username and password. First, enter your name. The username and the computer name will be auto-filled. However, you can change them if you want. Like, I changed my computer name to Zorin18VM. Then, choose your password. Because this will be your user as well as root password, make sure it follows strong password rules. And then, click Continue. After you complete the setup, the installer will copy files and configure your system. This takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Once done, click Restart. If you are on a USB, it will prompt you to remove the drive. Do it, and with that, the Zorin OS 18 installation will be complete. Post-installation, when you restart your system, you will see the GDM login screen. Your username will be automatically captured, so just enter your password and you will be in. Welcome to the newly installed Zorin OS 18 Core Edition. If you have installed Zorin OS on a physical hardware, you are all set. Explore the desktop, install apps from the software store and enjoy your system. But if you have installed Zorin OS on VirtualBox, then I recommend installing guest editions for better performance, shared folders, and seamless keyboard-mouse integration. So there you have it. I hope the video will make your Zorin OS installation journey much easier. But if you are not yet sure about Zorin OS 18, I have a full review video linked below. Go check it out. And if you have any questions or confusion about the installation process, feel free to reach me out in the comment section below. And if you have found this guide helpful, smash that subscribe button because only your help and support encourages me to keep making contents like this. So see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning and keep using GNU Linux.